Yo, what is up, Cowboys Nation and football fans across the world? Today's video is going to absolutely blow your mind because we are talking about something that literally no one saw coming. I mean, no insiders, no beat reporters, no so-called NFL experts had this on their radar, but it's officially happened, and I still can't wrap my head around it. I had to triple check this news before even turning on the mic because I thought it was one of those fake parody tweets or just another offseason rumor, but nope. This is 100% legit, and it's sending shockwaves across the entire NFL right now. The George Kittle, yes, that George Kittle, the beast of a tight end from San Francisco, the face of physicality, the soul of the 49ers offense, has officially been traded to the Dallas Cowboys and is now wearing the star on his helmet. I mean, come on, this is the biggest tight end acquisition since maybe even Jason Witten walked into the league for the boys. Like, we're talking about a top three tight end in the NFL, a guy with Super Bowl experience, a locker room leader, and an absolute nightmare for opposing defenses. Like, now lining up for Dak Prescott, joining an offense that already has CeeDee Lamb, Brandon Cooks, Tony Pollard, and an improving offensive line. Like, are you kidding me right now? Yeah, this is unreal. And we are going to break down everything you need to know. How this trade happened, what the Cowboys gave up, how Kittle fits into this Dallas offense, what this means for the 49ers, the reactions from players, coaches, analysts, and fans around the league, and how this move changes the entire balance of power in the NFC. So strap in, grab your coffee or energy drink or whatever you need, because we're about to go deep into this insane development. So first things first, let's talk about how this happened because George Kittle wasn't even on the trade block, or at least no one thought he was. But behind the scenes, there were apparently some quiet conversations brewing over the past few months. Now remember, the Niners have been dealing with some cap space issues, and with the emergence of Brock Purdy as their franchise quarterback on a rookie deal, the team has had to make tough decisions about who they can afford to keep long term. And Kittle, despite being a cornerstone of that offense and a fan favorite, is 32 years old now and carries a hefty contract. He still plays at an elite level, but from a front office perspective, the 49ers probably saw an opportunity to cash in while his value is sky high and invest in younger talent. Now, on the other side of this, we have Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys, who have made it clear they're in win now mode. They've been one of the most talented rosters in the league the past few years, but always seem to fall just short when it matters most. So Jerry, being the aggressive owner that he is, decides to go all in and make a splash, calling up John Lynch in San Francisco and put in a deal on the table that reportedly includes a first-round pick in 2026, a third-round pick in 2025, and rising tight end Jake Ferguson. And boom, just like that, the deal is done. George Kittle is heading to Texas, and the football world is in absolute disbelief. Now let's talk about what this means for the Cowboys offense, because holy cow, the possibilities are endless. You've got Dak Prescott, who's had his ups and downs, but when he has weapons and time, he can be deadly. You add Kittle to this offense, and suddenly you're looking at one of the most dangerous passing attacks in the league. CeeDee Lamb stretches the field. Brandon Cooks can beat man coverage with speed. And now you've got Kittle working the seams, bullying linebackers, punishing safeties, and creating mismatches all over the field. Not to mention, Kittle is one of the best blocking tight ends in the league, so you're also helping your run game and giving Dak more time to operate. Imagine a play-action bootleg where Dak rolls out and has Kittle leaking across the middle. That's a first down, if not a touchdown, almost every time. And then there's the red zone where the Cowboys have struggled at times. Kittle is a monster in tight spaces, and his physical style of play is exactly what this team needs when they're inside the 20. He brings toughness, grit, swagger, and veteran leadership. This isn't just a player acquisition. This is a cultural shift for the Cowboys, and you could feel the energy in the building change the moment the news broke. Players were tweeting shocked emojis, fans were blowing up the phones at sports radio stations, and even some of the former Cowboys legends were chiming in. Michael Irvin said, this might be the piece that finally gets Dallas back to the Super Bowl, and you know what? He might not be wrong. Now, obviously, it's not all sunshine and roses. That giving up Jake Ferguson stings a bit because he was developing nicely and showed flashes of being a solid TE1, but let's be real. Like, he's not George Kittle, and the first and third round picks are the price you pay for elite talent, especially when your championship window is wide open. And speaking of windows, let's be honest, the Cowboys window is right now. Micah Parsons is playing out of his mind. Trevon Diggs is back healthy, and the defense is stacked with playmakers. Now you've got a guy like Kittle who brings fire and experience to the offense, and you suddenly look like a complete team. So what about the 49ers? Well, they're clearly betting on their young talent and trying to stay ahead of the cap curve. It's risky, no doubt, and fans in San Francisco are going to be furious, but if they believe in their system and have faith in someone like Charlie Warner or another tight end to step up, they might be okay. But make no mistake, they just lost one of the emotional engines of that team, and that's not easy to replace. Meanwhile, Kittle himself has already dropped a short message on social media thanking the Niners and saying he's excited for the next chapter, and you could tell he was emotional, but also fired up. Like he said, Dallas, I'm bringing the juice. And you know what that means. George Kittle is ready to turn up in Big D and bring that signature energy to AT&T Stadium. Just picture it now. Week 1, prime time, Dak drops back, pressure coming, rolls out, and Kittle comes flying across the middle, catches it in stride, stiff arms a linebacker, and rumbles down the sideline like a freight train. Cowboys fans are going to lose their minds. Great. And let's not forget the impact in the locker room. Kittle is beloved by teammates. He's funny. He's intense, and he's a tone setter. And you put that energy next to Micah Parsons, and you've got one of the most electrifying teams in the league. Now, obviously, we'll have to see how quickly he gels with the offense, learns the playbook, and finds chemistry with Dak. But this isn't some rookie. This is a pro's pro, a guy who knows how to work and lead. I expect him to be full go by week 1 and already creating problems for defenses. And as for the fan reaction, man, Cowboys fans are lit right now. Social media is exploding with hype videos, memes, jersey edits. Hashtag Kittle to Dallas is trending worldwide. It's rare to see this kind of buzz in the middle of the offseason, but this is exactly what Jerry Jones wanted. A franchise-altering move that sends a message the Dallas Cowboys are all in, and they're coming for that Lombardi trophy. So whether you love it or hate it, whether you're a diehard Cowboys fan or a rival watching in disbelief, one thing is for sure. The 2025 NFL season just got a whole lot more interesting, and George Kittle wearing a star on his helmet is going to be one of the biggest stories to watch on Monday night. Stay tuned, because we're going to have full coverage all season long, breaking down every game, every highlight, and every moment of Kittle's journey in Dallas. Don't forget to smash that like button. If you're hyped, hit subscribe if you love NFL news and Cowboys content, and drop a comment below. Do you think this move makes the Cowboys legit Super Bowl contenders? Or did they give up too much for a 32-year-old tight end? Let's hear it. Cowboys Nation, this is your time.